But anyways, we shall continue on down here and begin incinerating the large alien bits. As well as... Oh, that's almost gone and made them larger, hasn't it? I also find it quite silly how, I find it quite silly that, like, everything, regardless of what color it was when you're done, or when you started, unless it's a plastic barrel, becomes these. That's just strange. You'd think that there would at least be some color variation in some of this. But no. There is none. Throw you somewhere clean and nice. Oh, great. Gone and made more of a mess. But, I mean, it's more to clean, more to do. More gameplay, if you will. I'm not going to put that in a bin. That's just a waste of time. To put it in a bin. Okay. To me, just squelching up all over the place. I knew I shouldn't have left a bucket in the middle of the walkway. That was silly on my part. Should probably get a replacement bucket as long as we're here. We can mop that up before we even step in it, is the hope, or not. Ugh, I can't even see the blue blood. I just can't. No, don't spill. Okay. Yeah, so as soon as I come back, I'm going to move that bucket because it's just in the way. It is just simply in the way. Nothing good can come from a bucket in the middle of the road. Actually, I don't see the point in mopping up down here quite yet, because there really is none. There's no legitimate purpose to mopping all of that yet. We are we still have lots of work to do before the mopping can commence. Also, I have learned how the sniffer works, so it's another tool that is now officially in my arsenal, so to speak. Tool that I now am well versed in and able to use. So I've actually found it's like one of the more important tools in the game if you want to get 100% as well. Because it will show you, whoa. Because it will show you, like, anything you've missed, from little bits like these that are maybe hiding in weird corners to bullet casings. It'll sniff it all out for you. That's why it's called the Sniff-O-Matic, or the sniffer. That's what everyone tends to call it. Gross. Brain. Oh no, more of that blue blood. I'm just making it worse. Making it harder for myself. Especially as someone who hates the blue blood as much as I do. I sure am doing a great job of making a lot of it. So let's carefully now. Oh no. I haven't spilled anything, have I? No. Careful. There's a light somewhere here. Wait. I made a mess on the wall. I haven't. Okay. That's good. But I have left footprints. I know that mopping up footprints is kind of a useless battle. It will never truly be clean in the way that I want it to be until there's nothing left to do but mop. But that does not mean I don't want to try. Okay, come on. Come on now. There. That way I can see. And it's not a giant hassle. Put this cup in there. That leg actually settled quite nice. Ooh, whoa. The leg settled in there quite nice for something of its size, I have to say. I was expecting it to really not want to stay in there. I was expecting it to fall out and make a large mess, but it really hasn't, so that's good. I am glad that the... Okay. Stop. Stop. Just give me a bin. A regular, normal bin, so I can put all these bits in. All of these bits have come from the machine that's supposed to be for picking up bits. All of them. Literally none of this had to be here. None of this was here when I started. Well, this was. But 90% of this was not here when I started. But I guess if they got rid of that, this game would be pretty easy. If the machines didn't even malfunction or anything like that. Oh, we have a have another one of these PIDs to go get rid of. Better do that before I forget. Again, kind of pointless mopping. I'm just gonna go and make more of a mess here in a moment anyways. But it bothers me to keep walking through all this blood. Especially the alien blood. Is that a part of a face? That is a part of a face. That's exactly what that is. I think if we go about this properly, I think we can get all of these little bits to fit into this one bin. If we're careful and gentle with it. But we also have to be careful not to overfill it, because that's almost worse than not having a bin in a lot of ways. Okay, they're jittering around, but they're staying with me. They're trying to stay with me. I appreciate it. It's so far so good. We're doing good. We are making it work. Look at us go. Here we go. Look at all the burn. Let's clean off our mop. Give it a quick little jab there. Also, we should throw away that dirty bucket that I placed over here before I forget that it's a dirty bucket. Doesn't look that dirty until you get it into the proper light, but it's covered in that blue blood. So I would rather just have that out of my life. Because this blue blood is the bane of my existence. I kid you not. It's just terribly hard to see and terrible in general. And I hate the blue blood. I do. I wish it wasn't here, but again, if you got rid of the blue blood, then you'd be getting rid of part of the game. You wouldn't want that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that it's just another bin. I like it when the game just gives you bins. Just lets you do your job like a normal person. As you are meant to do. Nothing getting in the way, no bits, nothing else in here. Is there? No, I don't think so. It's always a very satisfying animation when you see him kind of reaching around looking for garbage when you stick your hand into something, because that means you've gotten all the garbage. Also, before I leave, okay, good, now we can come back and just have a bin ready, clean up the rest of this. That way there's not any issues. It always stinks to have to come back and watch the bin dispense or wait and hope that a bin dispenses. It's always nice to come back and just know that a bin is there. Also, why? I'm gonna have to come back and re-clean this whole floor. There's obviously something right around here, because there always seems to be a footprint right here, but nowhere else. Perhaps it's just a glitch? The footprint keeps coming back? That would be a nightmare. I am gonna have to go and clean that section again though. Can I at least clean up to the stairs without too much problem? I'm not expecting it to be perfect, I'm just expecting it to be cleaner than this. Can I do that without causing too many problems? I believe I can. But as always, this blue blood is causing complications. It's so hard to see. It's just downright hard to see. Oh, and it's gotten up there too. Sweet. More blue blood. So much blue blood. It's like my favorite part of the game is blue blood. I want nothing more but blue blood everywhere. That is my greatest wish in life. More blue blood. Is that not blue blood? That's just lighting. Alright, less blue blood to clean, the better. Because blue blood is terrible. At least this blood you can see. Even vaguely, you can kind of see it. So you at least get a general idea for when you've cleaned it. Like this blue stuff, it doesn't show up very well. Half the time you can't tell if you're cleaning or making it more dirty. Go get rid of this dirty bucket. We're getting close. Getting close to the point where all we have to do is stack. Oh, great. At least I caught this one. It's like my favorite part of the game is when you're just stacking. It's very calming and you know that you're done. As I believe I stated an episode ago. Perhaps two. I can't remember now. But yes, I find it very, very nice to be in the final stretch of a job. To know that within a few minutes' time, you shall be done. Or at least we'll be close to being done. In the overall scope of things. You're at least on the right track, is I guess why I like it. Because yes, there's always still work to be done. There's probably a couple of spots that you've missed, probably just statistically. You're almost never perfect. But it means that you're very close, and that's always a nice thing to know. So you're at least almost done. Even if you're not quite done, you're almost done. And a lot of times it's almost more inspiring than being done and clocking out. I am excited to clock out though. It's always a high point in this game, is seeing your score at the end, making sure that you've done it right. And I think that when the episode comes where we begin to stack things, where we begin just stacking crates and barrels, it's going to be a long episode because I want to just make sure that we just get in there and get it done, and then we don't have to come back to me stacking for 30 minutes, or for me stacking, sorry, a very small amount of time, not 30 minutes. That would actually make a decent episode length. But no, if it was a very unreasonable length episode, like 5 minutes, I would rather just risk having one very long episode and get all of the stacking done in one go. Perhaps just a personal preference, but I feel like that would be a better way to pace things, because then after that it's done, you can move on with your day. There's no more Viscera to clean up. At that point you've done it all. At that point you're clean, you're good to go. I believe once we do a little bit of mopping on the floor, I believe we are almost finished. A quick little sweep with my mop. Try to make sure we got as much of it as possible, at least. Sure we got a good amount of it. Because I think all that's left are my own footprints. Which is just a silly thing to be getting dirty over, is your own footprints. I mean, you're the one making them. It's not even... There's no one even to blame when you're just cleaning your own footprints. Well, I don't hear any squelching. That's a good sign.